Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is you're joining me for this video. Thanks once again for clicking on a PenBoyRoy fountain pen review channel video. This past week, I already did the review of the Noodler's Triple Tail. Now, I also want to do a quick unboxing and a review of the Noodler's Ahab. The Noodler's Ahab has been around for some time. It's not like the Triple Tail, it's just a regular two-tined fountain pen. But I do just want to unbox it for you, show it to you, and I want to demonstrate a writing sample for you guys. I just didn't really feel like going through the whole editing process that I normally do with videos, and I was feeling a little spontaneous today. So in my spontaneity, what I did was I equipped myself some stuff that I'm going to use for the writing sample after the unboxing. So what we have here is the Noodler's pen inside its packaging. I have the ink that I'm going to use. This is Robert Oster's Signature Gold Antiqua. It's a nice gold ink, and I think it works really well with the pen color that I have here. So let me just put that aside. This is the greatest and best sticker ever made in the history of great and best stickers ever made ever. Okay, that's going over there. This is an N95 mask that I'm going to utilize during the writing sample because I'm going to need it once I start writing with this Stink Pickle Stink Dynamite. Now here it is. The box is just a little cardboard box with drawings all over it. It's really luxurious. I like it. I like it a lot. I pop that bad boy open. Now, I already opened it before. It's already filled, so your pen will not come with ink in it. It's inside of this pen body bag right here. All right. This is the pen color. It's vomit color. Inside is also a sheet of paper, and the sheet of paper has like drawings on it. I think that it was done by our good friend Nathan Tardif, and it looks like a monkey man with too much hair holding a big spear. And it looks like there's a Noodler's pen in there. There's a whale on it. And on the other side, there's instructions with print on it and whatnot. It's just very, very luxurious packaging. I like it. It's not bad, right? And of course, here is your Noodler's Ahab fountain pen. Let's get some white background. This is the Rhodia pad that I'm going to use to write. All right. And then now I'm going to do some shameless plugging. We're going to put this over here so that everyone can see and enjoy it. And if you want your own, if you want one of these, you got to get your own. So this is a pen, right? It's transparent. It's made of some weird vegetal resin that's a derivative of cellulose and therefore smells like butthole. The cap screws and unscrews in this many rotations. Looks like just about 2 1/4. There's your nib, right? It says Noodler's ink on it. It has no breather hole. The slit goes all the way down almost to the end of the nib. There's your custom ebonite cut feed. You have a beer bottle shaped section. You can unscrew that. It reveals your converter. Now, I know they don't like to use the word converter. They call it something else, but I'm going to call it what I want to call it because that's what I can do. This converter is a pump converter. It works a lot like a crackhead syringe. You could also eyedropper this if you have some silicone grease, just so that it doesn't leak on you. And that is the pen. I actually like the color. I'm not crazy about the smell, but I do like the color. I like the shape. It's not too shabby. It does post. It doesn't post all too deep, but it does post rather snug. Now, there's something about this resin that I gotta say is pretty unique, other than it smelling really funky. It's kind of soft. I don't think it's the most scratch-resistant material on the planet. But what I do think is that for some reason, it always feels greasy. And I think that's just because the overall natural texture of the pen. But there's that. So let's move on to the writing sample. Okay, so just be advised, this writing sample is not scripted, but will not contain potty mouth words from anybody. So don't worry. Now, there's probably going to be about 1,000 ums that I'm going to say, but like I said, I didn't really feel like doing a lot of editing or preparing for this video. I just wanted to show you guys a writing sample and give you a little bit of information on the pen. But what I did was I opened up this box, I took the pen out, and I filled the crackhead syringe fully. Now, I don't know if you noticed before from when I was showing you the pen, the ink level was at about half. Now, what's impressive about this pen in particular, and I can't say the same about other Noodler's pens because I know that it has a history of having pens that need a lot of tinkering or heat setting or whatnot, but this pen right out of the box wrote as you see it writing now. Ignore the pixelation. The pixelation is something to do with my camera being old. I might have to get a new camera. I don't know. I have a Canon, and I think I might have to upgrade it to something else. who knows? But anyway, going back to the writing sample, I digress because I have like the attention span of a goldfish. But anyway, this pen wrote from full crackhead syringe converter down to half the converter, and it wrote the way you see it. Now, I did not speed this video up at all or slow it down. Usually when I do my written part of the reviews that I highly edit so that it's entertaining and fun and fast-paced, I usually, sometimes rather, speed up the video so that way you guys don't have to sit through a 4-minute long, 5-minute long writing sample. This writing sample, like I said, is not speed adjusted because I wanted you guys to see how it writes in its natural state. And this is how it's written, and this is how it continues to write. The ink, as I write down, and as you guys saw, is the Robert Oster Gold Antiqua. It matches the pen perfectly. But I really do enjoy the writing of this pen. Now, did you see how when I wrote not, the cross section of the T, it's usually that direction that gives me problems. The downstroke never hard starts or anything like that, but it really seems like the cross stroke has a little bit of an issue. I don't know why, but I'll take it because it doesn't happen very often. I'm finding that this pen gives me a very fine line. I'm having trouble with the dots here, the comma rather, and goes out to about a double broad, and I really appreciate it. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. It's really pissing me off now. Maybe this camera has to be dedicated to using still photos only. I don't know. If anybody knows anything about cameras, please let me know why it's pixelating like that. It's driving me crazy. Maybe it has something to do with the smell of the pen. It's affecting my electronics. That could be it. That is it. The smell of the pen is causing electronics to go berserk because this doesn't really happen before. I hope I don't have to buy another camera. Oh, look at that. Terrible. Awful. I'm so angry. Caitlin Superdad, if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you can make a funny meme out of this. I don't know what's going on with that. But going back to the pen, I really do like the pen. If I were to do a thorough, extensive review of this pen, I would need maybe 1 or 2 more samples of the Noodler's Ahab. And the reason why is because I might have just got lucky. And maybe other pens will require heat setting or tinkering. Who knows? But as for the one I have, I'm really happy with it. Now, it's a $25 or so pen. So let's say it does require some tinkering. It's not like it's the end of the world. But who wants to have to fix something the moment they open it when they buy it, right? As the good Dr. SBRE Brown said, when you buy a fountain pen, it would be nice if it writes. So this one is actually nice. So I'm just finishing up with my pixelated video here. I just want to say, hey guys, thanks again for watching. This is not the usual video review, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching. Love you guys. Be well, be safe.